Good day everyone! We're here again for another Class Quiz video. I'm Tony Torres, your teacher for the day, and we're gonna have statistics. Usually, when we use the normal curve and get the probabilities under the z-scores, alright, we transform first the scores into z-score. But if we're going to use our Class Quiz, we're gonna skip that process. Let's have an example. Let's say we have this problem. Aldrin earned a score of 950 on a national achievement test. The mean score was 800 with a standard deviation of 100. What proportion of the students had a higher score than Aldrin? Here, we assume that the test scores are normally distributed. Now, if we're going to have the Class Quiz, we need to activate the statistics mode, and this is 7. So when you press 7, we will use the normal cumulative distribution, and that is number 2. We are now here being asked for the given information. We have here two different solutions. I'm going to show you first the normal way of solving this. Here, the lower score will be 0. And then, since this is cumulative, the lower score that we will use will be 0. And then, Aldrin's score is 950, therefore we're going to use it in the upper score. Our standard deviation sigma is 100. So press 100 and then equals. Our mean mu is 800. So pressing that and then pressing equals, we have now the probability 0.933192797. But this is the scores 950 and below. But what we wanted is the scores that are higher than Aldrin, which will be higher than 950. So we need to store this probability to x. So to do that, we need to press the store button, which is the STO above 7, and then press x. On the screen, you will see that the Casio Class Quiz already stored this value to x. Now, going to menu 1, ordinary computation, we need to subtract the probability to 1 because we need to get the opposite. So 1 minus x is equal to 0.066807 and this is the probability that a certain student will get a higher score than Aldrin. Now, there's a follow-up question there. If there are 100,000 students who took the test, how many would be expected to have a higher score than Aldrin? Now, to do this, we will multiply the probability by 100,000. Doing that, we have, and the answer is 6,680.7201. And since we are dealing here with people, which is a discrete value, so we will round this off to 6,681. Now, going back, as I've told you earlier, we have two different solutions here. Now, this time, solution number 2, we will use the empirical rule, which will be using 3 sigmas away from the mean. Doing that, again, go back to menu 7, which is our statistics mode, and then using again the normal cumulative distribution, which is 2. Now this time, our lower value will be 950 because we wanted to get the probability that a certain student will be higher than Aldrin. The score will be higher than Aldrin. So this will be 950 and then you need to press equals. Now, what will be our upper value? Using the empirical rule, alright, we will be needing 3 sigmas away from the mean. Now, since our standard deviation is 100, therefore, it will be 300 or more from the mean, which is 800. So we can use from 1,100 or more. So just to be safe, we can use 1,500. Doing that, we have, and then pressing equals, since the sigma is 100, and again, keying all the values for the mean mu, which is 800, we also have the same probability. Almost the same, just the last few decimal places are different. Again, to answer the follow-up question, how many students, we need to store this value again to x. Doing that, you need to press store, and then the x variable. You've seen that it's already stored in x. And then going back to menu 1, Now, we need to multiply the probability to 100,000. So, doing that, times 100,000, and then press equal. So, we arrived at the same answer, which is 6,681. I hope you have learned something for today, and see you again on the next video.